Jesse is 1 and Ezra is 3, and traveling with them was interesting. Let me say it like that. It was interesting. So I'm sharing some tips. There are certain things I wish I had done. I didn't do. I wish I had done. It would have made it better. And also a few things that I did, and I was very glad I did. Tip number 1: try and come as early as possible. Children really notice when you are anxious and jittery and stuff like that, and they start acting up. So, and when you're late and you're nervous and you're in a hurry, they feel it. We weren't really late, but we got to the airport later than we wanted to, which I don't recommend. And I know it's really hard to leave places early with really small children, but try and make sure that you finish everything you need to do before the day you travel. So if you need to do like a few runs to buy a few things here and there, make sure you do all of that before the day. We had a few things we had to do in the morning, and then we had to do that, and traffic caught us and all of that. So that's one thing I would have done differently. I would do absolutely nothing on the day of travel and just try and get there early. The second tip is to pack as many snacks as possible. Like, you know what your children like to eat, okay? So pack a lot of the snacks. We noticed that at every point in time, when they were, acting crazy or excited or running here and there, we gave them some of the snacks and it calmed them down. So it doesn't really matter what type of snacks it is. I packed biscuits and malt. I know they enjoyed that, so that's what I packed, and then so it was fine. I also made sure I packed some other snacks that were their favorites, but I knew they liked as well. So pack snacks, as many as you can. Also, another thing we did badly was we wanted them to get tired and sleep on the flight because it was an evening flight. So we tried to tire them out a little in the day, and we tried to give them a little less sleep the previous night. So we woke them up a little earlier than usual in the morning, so that the hope was that when we get on the flight, after like some 1 hour B, some 2 hours B, then they'll be asleep. They didn't go that way at all. They were awake, they were cranky, they were just all over the place. Jesse, who's like 1 year, was easier to settle. He settled first. He fell asleep first. Ezra took a while. He was excited. He had just so much exuberance, so it took him a while to settle, but eventually he did. So yeah, so try and let them sleep well. Don't worry about tiring them out. These children, they don't get tired. Let them sleep, let them rest, let it be like a normal day they are going out. When they get on the flight, they will fall asleep when they're tired. That's something we would have done differently. Now, another thing that I was so grateful for, even though I was skeptical about it, was bringing a stroller. A lot of people don't know this, but you can take a stroller to the airport and use the stroller throughout. Just when you're boarding onto the plane, you give the stroller back to the airline, and then they'll put it in your luggage for you. So that's what we did. So we took the stroller. We took an umbrella stroller, so it's easy to handle it. It's not too bulky. The umbrella stroller is the one that you can easily fold. That's the one we took. So we put our youngest in that one. It could actually carry either of them, but he was the one who we felt will be faster because he doesn't walk very fast. So we put him in that one so we could move him around, and I didn't have to carry him, on my back. Carrying a heavy child in an airport when you have scoliosis is not an easy task at all. So the one thing you have to realize is that when you get to your destination, you may not always have your stroller immediately you get off the plane. But when you travel, having a stroller is often very, very important, and it's easier when you have like a kid and you want to go shopping or you want to go to malls here and there, that kind of thing. Putting them in a stroller is easy. Sometimes they want to sleep, so you just put them in a stroller. After walking a bit, they just fall asleep, and then bam, and then you can do your things and that kind of thing, and so you don't have to worry about all of that. This is the first time I've traveled with 2 children. The first time we traveled with a child, it was with our first Ezra, and he was a baby. He was about 8 months, 9 months, thereabouts. So It wasn't really that stressful. So yikes.
So it's a wrap. So these are my tips on how to travel with kids, really small kids. Now, I did a video of a little travel, so you see how it went. Enjoy! And don't forget to subscribe.